Good morning. Day 54, cooking down the freezer and pantry. Alright, well, the saga continues. Is it starting to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day? Still lots of food to cook down, but I am making some progress. When I empty something out of the freezer, the refrigerator fills up. But that's okay, I'm blessed to have so much food. Nice and steaming hot. So if you have food, shelter, and clothing, you're blessed. We don't always have all the goodies that we want, all the high-end things, but does that really matter? I don't think so. We have a roof over our heads, and thank God for that, because it is cold out there today. It's sunny but cold. I'm ready for spring and my garden and to go outside. Welcome to my kitchen, day 54. Time for brunch. Okay, let's see what we're going to do today. I have an idea. I still have my homemade bread. I need to do something with that, and it's starting to get a little dried out. So I'm going to get that. And I still have a little French vanilla creamer. I want to use that up. And I still need to use up this soy milk. And I'm going to get 2 eggs, which I need both hands for. So I'll meet you at the stove. I still have a little bit of my homemade bread left. I have this much, and I have 4 slices here, and some ends that I'm just going to dry for breadcrumbs. So that was a very large loaf of bread. So I'm going to make some French toast this morning. So let me get this all measured up and I'll be back. Alright, and here I have 2 eggs. And I decided I'm just going to use the French vanilla creamer for this. I'm not going to use the soy milk for now. I really want to use this up before it gets too old. So I have a 1/4 cup here of the French vanilla creamer. And I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Just a little bit. Alright, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I like cinnamon on my waffles, or on my French toast. And I know this is French vanilla creamer, but I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And this is just the vanilla from the Dollar Tree. It's not like real vanilla. But that's okay. For a low spend, that's what we're going to use. Alright, then I'm just going to whip this up and soak my bread in it, and then I'm going to bake it. So I'll be back when I get my frying pan out. So, like Bob Ross used to say, let's get crazy. I have some apple butter here that I want to use up. I'm going to add a little bit of apple butter to this egg mixture. It might be terrible, it might be good. I don't know, a couple teaspoons. But let's put on our bravery test. I loved Bob Ross. He was just such a wonderful guy to listen to and paint with, and I really need to get my paints out again. It's been a long time since I've painted a picture. Not because I don't like it, but I just haven't made time for it, so I need to do that. So anyway, it looks alright mixed in. I don't know. We'll see. It could either be really good or really bad. But how could apple butter be bad, right? Alright, I'm going to put some butter or margarine, whatever your choice is, in the pan. Preferably unsalted. So I don't want to turn this up too high because then the French toast won't bake through. Alright, here we go. Let that soak for a minute. Try new things in your kitchen, because why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? Doesn't taste too great, and well, you can either throw it away or, you know, eat it anyway. So I'm going to let this soak this up for a minute. I can get 2 in there. And we'll come back and bake it. Alright, I just flipped over my French toast and it's looking really good. So I want to try something else different. I've got a little more apple butter here. And I'm going to add a maple syrup to the apple butter. Instead of just syrup, I'll make an apple butter syrup. Let's see how this works. A little bit more. Give it a little taste. Oh, yummy. I think I could still use a little bit more syrup, but that is delightful. Never tried this before, and I'm just going to warm this in the microwave for a minute. So I'll be back. I'm cooking my second batch here, and of course the last piece is always kind of dry because you run out of egg. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the pan and show you the first batch. It looks good. So let's get all the stuff out that we can. All right. So this is what it looks like. Looks good. And I'm going to microwave my syrup now. Ooh, yummy. That's really tasty. Very sweet. Okay, I've got my handy dandy sugar mill. Boy, we're going to have a sugar high this morning, that's for sure. But that's alright, I don't always eat that much sugar. I'm not a real sweet person. Let's get really crazy. Let's put on some whipped cream. First I'm going to add some of this delicious apple butter syrup. There we go. And then I'm going to top it with some whipped topping. All right. There we have it. Who said you have to eat boring food on a budget? So let me taste this. All right, let's taste it. That proof is in the taste, right? That is awesome. So apple butter French toast. Give it a try if you have some apple butter left over and some syrup, and have yourself a wonderful Sunday brunch. I'm gonna go eat this. I'm back. It's still day 54, but I wanted to do a bonus brunch video. So I have this oatmeal that I want to use up. I still have lots of oatmeal in my pantry, but I want to use that up, and I want to use some more of this French vanilla creamer. So I'm going to pour maybe, third of a cup in there. And then I'm going to add this maple syrup with the apple butter. So I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to add a little more apple butter. I really want to use this up. So there we go. And then I'm going to add some water too. And this is about a third of a cup, I would guess. Mix that up, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Not much. Salt brings out the sweetness in foods. I don't know how it works, but alright. And that's it. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for an all-night, overnight oats, but I'm going to cook mine. I don't like just cold oatmeal. So I'm going to add a little bit more, clean this out, and call it good. And then in the morning, if I want, I can always add a little more apple butter. I still have a little tiny bit of this left. I can add it in the morning if it's too thick. Alright, maple apple butter oatmeal. So this is just going to sit in the fridge till tomorrow morning, and I'll cook it then. So I'll be back later, and we'll see if we're going to have a chat or what we're going to do. Day 54. Let's see what we can find in the freezer for dinner. I have to start cooking some of this freezer stuff down. I know I have a lot of tofu in here. I have some leftovers, not too much, but enough for a few meals if I don't want to cook. So I have a lot of Italian rolls. So I think I'm going to take out this meatless spicy patties. I don't know how, there's 4 patties in here. So of course I won't eat 4, but that would be good either on a roll or in a salad as a topping. So I'm going to pull that out and work with that today. So in the refrigerator today, I know I'm going to have some of this soup. This was really, really good. So I'm going to have some of that. This is the French toast I made this morning, and the overnight oats. This is actually a hot dog for my dogs. My grandson's not eating them, so I don't want them to go to waste. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, is the soup and the chicken patty. and one of these Italian rolls. So I'll be back later when I put dinner together. Coffee time. Cheers. So today it's Sunday, and it's a very lazy Sunday. I'm being lazy. So today I was thinking about getting a little quicker with cooking down this freezer. It's coming along, but you know, at a snail's pace. So I went online looking for recipes that use what I have in the freezer. So I think what I'm going to try to do is do like a meal prep list of the things that I have in the freezer. Now I have a lot of tofu in there, and I have a lot of the like Beyond Meat and that sort of stuff. I have a lot of that in there, and I have a lot of that at my mother's too, because I bought that on sale. If you buy it at regular price, a lot of that vegan meat is like $7.99 for not even a pound. It's like 12 or 14 ounces. I don't remember exactly how much. But anyway, so I bought it. Mark's would have it on sale once in a while for $3.99 or $4.99, so I stocked up on it. But I do have to start using it before it goes bad. Now, I've said before, my goal is not to cook down all my stashed food. That's not the goal at all. But I do want to cook down what I have and make it a more reasonable amount for one person. So when I was online, I came across a vegan website, and the name of it is Nora Cooks. And boy, she's got some great recipes on her website. So what I did was I got myself a little notebook. I keep these around. Yay. It's from Dollar Tree. And so then I print these up and I put them in a binder, and that way I can have recipes on hand that I can just, okay, I want to use tofu today, and I just have to go in my little binder and look up the recipe. Now this isn't the only binder I have. I have about 3 or 4 of them. One's a real fat one, and that works out really well. So not only that, I have so many cookbooks, vegan, vegetarian cookbooks, but this puts it all like in one place. So I'm doing that today. And what else am I doing? I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, this is my little makeshift studio in my living room that I just have a little desk on wheels, and I have all my equipment, my ring light and my other camera stuffed in a little corner so it's out of the way, and when people come over, it's really not in the middle of everything, so I don't have to keep putting everything away and getting it out and putting it away. So that's working out well. And then I know I'm on a low spend, and I haven't purchased these yet, but I did find 2 small recliners that I'm thinking about purchasing. They're in my cart on Amazon, and for the 2 recliners, and I'm sure they're not real high-end furniture, but that's okay because I know my dogs are going to get on there, and you know, 3 or 4 years they'll be shot. But for the 2 recliners in a color that's compatible with my living room, it's $340 some plus delivery. So I think the delivery is $99. So I have them in my cart, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not, but I'm headed towards I will, because this sofa, as you know, is driving me absolutely bananas, because it's to the point where it's getting smelly, and unless I get new cushions for it and recover them, it's not worth keeping it anymore. But the problem is getting it out to the curb now, because there's so much snow out there that there's really nowhere to put it for the bulk until the bulk comes. And I have to have my sons come over and move it out, so I have to do that at their convenience. I can't say, okay, Thursday's bulk day, you have to put it out Wednesday night. So it's an issue. So I think I'm probably going to wait until March to get the chairs, but it'll allow more room in my living room. And when people come over, you know, it's like, I don't want them to sit on that couch. So anyway, I feel like the 2 chairs are a low spend. You know, I could spend $500-600 on one chair, but I'm not going to do that. That's just too much. And I know the dogs are going to get on it. That's just, I didn't train them not to when they were puppies, and that's okay. You know, they're part of my family, so they're spoiled. That's all I can say. But anyway, so that's what I'm up to on this Sunday. Very sunny, as you can see, which is nice, but I'm still not going out because it's pretty cold out there. So are you guys still on a budget? Are you still low, no spend? Let me know in the comments below what you're doing. I went through my budget book, and I find that what I'm doing is losing focus on my goal. So if I don't look at my budget book and go online on my online banking at least every other day, I sort of start losing focus. So that for me is very important that I continue to do that so that I don't overspend. So that's what I've been doing with my budget book. And then I'm still writing in there. This is so simple. It's such a simple way to keep track of your spending. So I'm writing everything that comes in and out, and I have different colored pencils, like red if I buy something, green if money comes in. And now what I've started to do, this is new for me, I'm keeping track of things that I buy on the back, and I write what date I bought it and exactly what I bought. Because sometimes I'll go online and look at my bank statement, and it'll say, you know, that I spent $25 at Walmart. And I'll think to myself, well, what did I buy? You know, I totally forget what I bought. So for me, if I keep track of that, then I can look and see exactly, okay, that was a good spend. It wasn't just on stuff. It was on things that I needed. Because it's so easy to lose track of what you buy. And so anyway, and I'm trying to be more mindful of the things that I do already have, so I don't go out and buy it again because I can't find it. And that's another reason why I'm doing a lot of going through cupboards and closets and things like that. So that kind of keeps me in line, and so far it's working. And we'll see how the rest of the year goes. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Dinner, day 54. Spicy chicken patty with Havarti cheese. Tossed salad, cucumbers, and mayo. Leftover soup. and a delicious salad. There you have it, dinner day 54. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.